for a living?
Wait a minute, wait. No, we gotta get you.
You're gonna do it to me?
We're YouTubers. Kidding, we're real estate, dude.
Real estate. Alrighty. See ya.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to what I think is going to be a very special and fun video where I'm going to share with you the 10 things I learned being a brand new Lamborghini owner. When I say brand new, that's an 05 Lamborghini Gallardo, but it's the first Lamborghini I have ever owned, and all the fantasies as a child of actually owning a Lamborghini, I'm now finding out what it's really like. And I came up with 10 things I learned in the first month and a half. But we're going to film this video in the supercar capital of the world, Beverly Hills, California, on Rodeo Drive. I'm going to show you some of the sights. But we got to ask ourselves this. Will the Aventadors and Murcielagos flex their extra 2 cylinders on us? Will the McLarens flaunt their perpetual check engine lights? Will the smooth and sophisticated Ferraris look down with disdain on us for even sharing the road with them? Or will the Porsches, in all their lack of creativity but incredible performance and reliability, make fun of us on the road? We're going to find out today, but first we got to roll that intro. Cool, right? Yeah. Does it make me better looking? Yeah. It totally does. All right, watch this. Ready? Oh, yeah! That's I love the car, dude. Alright, so we made it to Beverly Hills. Let's start off with the first thing I learned when I bought this exotic supercar, my 2005 Lamborghini Gallardo, which was obtaining financing is like no other financing for a car that I've ever attempted to obtain. Certainly I qualified, no question, that wasn't the issue, but the issue was that the car had to qualify, but also all the different choices. So an older car is going to have a different kind of financing, different kind of interest rate, and yeah, that happens with normal cars, but with this car, it's more about the life of the car and the depreciation of the car, where you start getting offered different kinds of financing. So open-ended leases. Most of us have sat in car dealerships many times and never did the salesman say, you know, we have this really cool option called an open-ended lease where we'll do this reasonable payment for 60 months, but then you'll have to pay the residual or a balloon payment. And no, you can't drop the car back off. You own that thing, it's your car. That is financing that they offer for these cars, and the primary reason is these cars tend to hold their value if you buy them at the right time. So some of these banks feel confident that if they loan, for example, loan me $80,000 on this car, that car is not going to depreciate as long as I keep the miles reasonable and I take good care of it. It's likely to go up in value. So I'm most likely going to write the check for the $30,000 or sell that car and take the profit off the table rather than have this car depreciate from $95,000 down to $30,000, which is most likely never going to happen. So very different kind of financing is available for these cars, and it's something you learn once you get into it. Now, let's take a walk and we'll talk about number 2. All right, number 2, they say to never meet your heroes. For my whole life, I dreamt about owning a supercar, owning an exotic, owning a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, and now a McLaren. And in my head, getting in that car, I never thought what it would feel like, what the experience would be like, how it would drive. I just thought, I want to be in one. Then you get one, and your first drive in the car, you lose 3 feelings, and your back hurts, and the seats are uncomfortable. Everything about it's strange. All the controls are definitely out of place, and it's not what you expected it to be compared to most of your cars. Now let's talk about number 3. I know that car. Number 3, I've learned to travel very light. In my head, before I bought this car, I had all these dreams and fantasies of taking the car up the coast, overlooking the ocean with my wife, and going to Santa Barbara and having a wonderful weekend in the Lamborghini, and then coming back and having a vigorous drive on the way back. The problem is you need to Uber your luggage there alongside you, because there absolutely is no way you can carry anything in there. Literally in the front or the frunk, there is no space. Behind the seats, there's very little space. Whatever you're wearing is about what you're going to be able to bring with you, and maybe one change of clothes. So there is no trips up the coast. It's a weekend driver. That's what it is. You take it out, you take it in a short trip, and you come home. Let's talk about number 4. Look what I found. Beautiful wide body Hellcat. Very nice. Number 4 is parking it. It seems like no big deal. You just pull in a parking lot and you park in a space. It doesn't work that way, because the anxiety that comes with contemplating what a door ding would cost on a Lamborghini overwhelms your mind and keeps you from parking in a parking lot like any normal other car, because a door ding would likely lead to a five to maybe even $10,000 issue if there's paint damage to try to match that Lamborghini paint, and to find a body shop that would even want to tangle with that thing, and then have your insurance rates go through the ceiling. So I park as far as I can out in the middle of the parking lot where there are no other cars. The problem with that is there's always some clown that comes out to the middle of the parking lot and parks right next to my car. I swear I'm going to set up a camera and film this one day, because it happens probably 7 out of 10 times. It's insane. Let's talk about number 5. All right, number 5. So half the people think you're the coolest person in the world, high five you, give you a thumbs up, wave at you, ask you to rev the motor, actually wait by your car to compliment you about it. The other half treat you like crap, give you the middle finger. Literally, people have yelled out the window, douchebag. I've had all kinds of crazy interactions with people because they stereotype you as a rich with small privates. While part of that might be true, it's absolutely unnecessary. So you got to get used to that. It's not a big celebration and party because you have a Lamborghini. It's actually a little bit of drama out there. Plus, there's a lot of jealous people that will actually do things to your car, so you've got to watch out for that. Let's talk about number 6. Number 6, and this is absolutely true, the prices of everything goes up. So I called to get a small scratch on the bottom of my rear bumper fixed, and I was quoted, before I told them it was a Lamborghini, I told them I have a car with a scratch on the lower end of the rear bumper. They said it's anywhere from $125 to $250, maybe $275 if it's bad. And they said, what kind of car is it? I said, it's a Lamborghini. They said it's $425. When I asked why, they said, well, we need to order special paint. I said, it's black plastic. There is no paint on it. He says, yeah, but it's more of a complicated job, and he gave me this long diatribe and dance, in which case I set the appointment, and then they were an hour and a half late, and I canceled it. Same thing with tinted windows. When I tell them I want to tint windows on my Prius, they said $275. On the Lamborghini, they quote like $600 because it's a Lamborghini. So it's just something you got to get used to. If you drive up in that thing, you're going to pay more for everything. Everyone expects you to tip more. Everyone expects you to pay more and not argue the price. And it is just how it is. So I take my Prius most places when I need to buy stuff. Let's go to number 7. Number 7, everybody in your life starts to assume that you just became rich. Like suddenly you have more money than you did 2 weeks before because you have a Lamborghini. The perception that you just spent $300,000 on a car is something you're not going to be able to get past. And some of your friends won't want anything to do with you because there is a jealousy factor. And some of your friends are going to want to hang out with you way too much because suddenly you have a Lamborghini. And people who were never your friends suddenly want to hang out with you because you have a Lamborghini. You got to constantly fight that perception that you suddenly became wealthy. You're a Dogecoin millionaire, or you made a ton of money on Bitcoin. Not last week, but maybe you did. And you all of a sudden got this car because the guy you were 2 weeks ago, well, that's not the same guy. Now let's talk about number 8. That's badass. So number 8, you're suddenly invited to all kinds of events and parties and hang out with a bunch of people who spent $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 on their cars, who are incredibly great business contacts. Had I known this a long time ago, I would have bought a $95,000 car just to get invited to those parties. Wow, that was a beautiful car. That's my car. That's my buddy driving my car. Behind that car, that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's talk about number 9. Number 9, after this goes by, what? That's VJ, unreal. So number 9 is repairs and maintenance. The first repair I had on my Lamborghini was $6,000. To get an oil change on my Lamborghini is $500. To buy tires for my Lamborghini is going to be $2,000 or $3,000. Do brakes, I don't even want to find out what it costs. You just got to back the truck up and empty the bank account out when your car breaks if it's not under warranty, which mine is not. So I expected it to be expensive, but I didn't expect it to be that expensive. So definitely learned that lesson. And finally, number 10, all the joy my Lamborghini brings to children, to kids out in the universe that otherwise maybe not get a chance to experience one of these cars. I have kids constantly stopping and pointing at the car, walking up to the car. I had a kid the other day walking by my car and stopped. He almost fell off the curb staring at it with his dad. And I walked over to him, opened the car up, handed him a toy Lamborghini, let him sit in the car, take pictures, just let him be in that moment, which I believe helps these kids transform their minds into ambitious, driven human beings, because they're aspirational and they want to go out and achieve something like I did when I was a kid. And I can't tell you how much that brings me joy as well as bringing them joy, because I told you all at the beginning when I bought this car, I'm going to share this car with the world. I'm going to let people enjoy it along with me, and whenever I can, I stop, I pull over. If a kid's looking at the car and I say, you want to sit in it, sit in it. Your dad wants to sit in it with you, whatever you want to do, go for it. And I love the happiness on their face. If you watch my other videos, you see the toy cars I give out and the t-shirts I give out about the Lamborghini, and it's just awesome to do. So I don't know that everybody else with Lamborghinis is doing this. I wish they would, because it never happened to me when I was a kid. So with that, folks, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, please subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care. This is hilarious. My friend is actually driving up and down Rodeo, Beverly, and Cannon in my Lamborghini revving. I can hear my engine like blocks away, and I know it's my car, because it's like if I heard my kid's voice, I would know it's my kid. This is hilarious. I just told him to go drive around and have fun, and he's actually doing that, so see if he ever comes back. Look at this. Look at him go. He has no idea. Let's go. Taxi. This thing's great. Hey!